President Adama Barrow earlier today swears in two permanent secretaries following the recommendation by the Public Service Commission. The two permanent secretaries would serve at the Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, as well as the Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources, respectively. Speaking to the journalists shortly after being sworn in, Dr. Fatou, permanent secretary for the Ministry of Higher Education, says he would be more than willing to give his best to the country.
I feel honored and grateful to the Almighty God and to the Gambian people, His Excellency the President especially. It's a trust, and I have no other reason, but to execute it according to law and through the guidance of God, as well. So it's an honor, and I think it's a good thing. I would be more than willing to give my best to the Gambian people.
Dr. Toure says his priority would be to make sure education is accessible to Gambian youth.
We have a policy on higher education, on research, on science and technology too, and these policies are prioritized usually by the minister at the ministry according to his mandate, as per his mandate, I would say. And as the permanent secretary, I'm the chief technician, in the ministry, to make sure those policies are executed, accordingly. So the priorities, basically, as we speak, in the area of education, is more of TVET, technical vocational education and training, and having this decentralized to make sure a great number of our youth, access education, and not just to access education, but to be able to go back and create their own jobs. That's a priority. And for this reason, we have the University of Applied Sciences, Engineering and Technology, and we're working on other issues too, strengthening the University of the Gambia, especially getting the campus ready, for classes to take place in Faraba early next year, which is on course, and also transforming teacher education, that is Gambia College Education School, into a teacher, university, a teacher training university, which would do a lot of courses around managing education in the whole country, and so many other things.
Meanwhile, Aliou Njie, permanent secretary for the Ministry of Environment, describes his appointment as a challenge, but something he has expected.
Earlier, coming from the diplomatic mission for the last 10 years, and then having that challenge with 10 countries that we were covering, being appointed as permanent secretary is something I know is a challenge, but it's something that I'm also looking for, in the sense you come in to serve the Gambian people and also the government of the day. So these are things that my expectations, in terms of what I'm looking forward is more challenges. Because an institution without challenges, that means you don't have a job. And then the challenges are the job, and those are the things that we have to tackle. It's not at personal level. Luckily for me, I have my honorable minister, who is very committed to national development, and then also the technical team that I have at the ministry, my colleagues, and we're looking forward to achieving the objectives of the National Development Plan.
Mr. Njie says his priorities would be to tackle climate change and other environmental challenges.
The priority areas are many. I'm sure you people who have been on the media, you've seen what we are facing at the moment, but it's step by step. So step by step is, the issue of climate change, the environment. As you can see, a lot of challenges, people's way of handling the environment. Like I can give an example of, people binning in the street, bins everywhere. But these are things that, as I said, is something that is a challenge, and then we're looking forward to solving the problems step by step. And then we urge all Gambians to come on board see how we can solve this problem.
Acting on the powers vested in him under Section 173 of the 1997 Constitution of the Gambia, President Barrow presided over the ceremony at the State House, which was witnessed by cabinet ministers. Reporting for Kerr, Fatou, I am Landin Cisse.